Hi everyone, it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty, and thanks so very much for visiting me again on my channel. Today I will be doing a makeup video and it will be a full face of Chanel. I did buy the reformulated version of the Chanel Ultra Le Teint Velvet Foundation. This foundation was taken off the market, I believe it was about 2 years ago. I was very sad about it. I thought it was gone forever, but it seems like they were working on a reformulation, and from what I can see, this reformulation no longer has talc. I think they cleaned up the formula, so I am going to compare it to the old version formulation of the foundation, and I am doing a full face of Chanel. I have already done my eyes, and on my eyes I am wearing the Multi Effects Quadra eyeshadow palette, and this one, it is 324 Blurry Gray. This is what this looks like. I have the Sublimage concealer. This is in the shade 70. My bronzer will be the cream bronzer from Chanel. I do have this in the shade Deep. I will be also using the Chanel Natural Finish Loose Powder. And for blush, I will be using the Blush Luminaire. I also have the Healthy Glow powder in XL, and I also have the Beige powder in Deep, and I will be doing some shade comparisons. So I have 5 other Chanel foundations here. One of the problems with Chanel foundations is that even if they have the same shade number, sometimes the shades are different. On my lips, I am also wearing this lip gloss from Chanel. I will be using a Chanel mascara. I picked up the Ultra Le Teint Velvet Foundation during the holiday season. It comes with this very nice ornament here. This is very cute, but honestly guys, I do have so many of this. I am always happy to get them, but I can never figure out, what to do with them, because putting it in a necklace, I am not sure if it works. Maybe as a keychain, so I just collect those. And inside I have the samples that I got, and this is the foundation. It is the exact same packaging as the older version of the foundation. And for a sample, I did get the Noir Allure mascara. I did have this mascara prior and I liked it very much. I finished it off, and I also got a Sublimage Le Creme moisturizer. So my shade in the old foundation, it was BD91, and I also got BD91 in the reformulation. One of the drawbacks to this line of or series of foundations from Chanel, there are not many shades. It is not a very extensive shade range on either the light or the dark spectrum. However, this is a very light, fluffy velvet foundation, and one shade, it does suit various skin tones. Okay. By comparing these two foundations, the old version did have talc and it was SPF 15, and the new version, it does not say SPF 15. Actually, I do like this because I do not like SPF in my foundations. You will never use enough foundation to get proper, SPF coverage. One of the issues that I do have with a lot of foundations with sunscreen is that they do turn sometimes gray. By the end of the day, you sometimes get this gray cast. I never had the issue with the original formulation of Le Teint Velvet. This is one of the reasons why I also love this foundation. This is the new foundation on the top, and this is the old formulation. It does look like the new formulation, the BD91. It does look a little bit lighter, or it has a little bit more orange, and it is a bit more runny than the older formulation. I just went ahead and I shared both of them out a bit. This is the new BD91 and this is the older one. I wouldn't say it is darker. It is probably, maybe this one, it is just a little bit more golden. It could also be that this one, it is a bit older, but honestly, I think it is the same color, especially when it's applied on the skin. It does have the same Chanel fragrance. So I just went ahead and I distributed about 1 pump on my face. This foundation, it is really very smooth, and the application at the moment, it is the same as the older version of the foundation. I am using the Chanel brush for the Sublimage foundation. Guys, this brush, it is such an amazing foundation brush. When my Sublimage was finished, the first jar that I bought, I did keep this brush. It is such a fabulous brush for applying especially cream foundations. 1 pump of the foundation is really not enough, so I am going in with a second application. So I have the foundation on one side of my face. It is a blurring smoothing effect foundation with a velvet matte finish. The shade BD91 in this foundation, it is perfect for me. In some other Chanel foundations, BD91, it is a bit too deep, or you can say sometimes it pulls a little bit orange. However, in Ultra Le Teint Velvet, this just disappears into my skin, and as you can see, it is the perfect shade. So it is really a bit more liquid, this formulation, than the older formulation. But it is just as beautiful and silky on the skin. This one, it is not a full coverage foundation, so you do need a bit more product. This is Ultra Le Teint Velvet completely applied all over my skin. Guys, the formulation, it is still the same fabulous Ultra Le Teint Velvet formulation. It sets so quickly. It leaves a nice matte satin powdery effect on the skin. However, it is not dry. When it sets, it is not very flat. You do not lose any of, you can say, the luminosity, your natural luminosity. Some matte foundations, when they dry, you know, they look really flat and it could really suck the life out of your skin. This is really soft matte and I love this. I am so happy, even though they did do some changes in this foundation, it is still the same. You can say old formulation, the effect, it's the same. I just applied this foundation and it is already set, and I can apply this one even though it is matte underneath of my eye area. I am looking at the mirror in front of me. It is not setting in my fine lines. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Guys, I am just finishing up my face and then I will do the shade comparisons. I am using a little trick I learned from Danessa Myricks, using this type of brush, you know, to really fluff your concealer, getting it to look natural. She uses a My Kitco brush, but this one from Morphe is just as good. Okay guys, I am back and this is the finished look. It took me quite a bit of time to do bronzer, powder, and everything else that I did. And I do not see any kind of creasing with the foundation. It is flawless, it is beautiful. So here I do have the foundation swatches. This is the Ultra Teint Velvet in BD91. This is Chanel Sublimage. And this one, it is 70 Beige. This one here, it is the number 1 de Chanel. And this one, it is also BD91. It is this foundation. And then the next one, it is Ultra Le Teint. This is the number B80 in the full coverage all day wear foundation. This one, it is the BD71. And then I also have the Water Tint Foundation. And this one, the color is B80. And it is this one here. So these are all the foundation shades. I think it looks better like this. Ultra Le Teint Velvet used to be my favorite foundation. Then when Sublimage came out, I started using Sublimage. I absolutely love the Sublimage foundation from Chanel, especially it does have skincare. However, this is a great foundation for mature skin, especially when I am having skin problems and dry patches. I also love the concealer, but I do need a better shade in the concealer. The only drawback to the Sublimage foundation, it is very expensive. However, it does come with this brush, which is an amazing foundation brush. Ultra Le Teint Velvet, it is still up there for me for an everyday foundation. This it is normally priced, and this is the perfect everyday foundation. Guys, I have almost finished again another jar of Sublimage foundation because I have been having problems with dryness. I did use a Shiseido cream. What is it called? It's not Bio Performance. I can't remember what it's called. I'll leave it at the bottom. But it does have retinol, and this caused a bit of problems for me. So I needed a foundation which is soothing, skin caring. So I had been wearing this one. But I will be getting again a lot of wear from Ultra Le Teint Velvet. This is a perfect foundation for all skin types. It is a nice soft matte foundation for mature skin because it does not creep into your fine lines. It always looks beautiful. It really looks like velvet on the skin, and the name of the foundation, yeah, it is Le Teint Velvet, Velvet Matte Finish. It suits the foundation. By the way, this is one of my favorite finishing powders. It is from Chanel and it is the Le Beige Sun-Kissed powder. And I do have this in Sunbath Deep. This is a fabulous powder. Guys, I do have 3 mascaras that I swear by. In number 1, it is the Guerlain Noir mascara. Then I love the Huda, the Wow mascara. And then I do like this Noir Allure mascara. I did buy it when it came out. However, right after that came out, the Noir from Guerlain came out. And I have been using this one. But I also found a fabulous mascara from the drugstore. I will go ahead and get it. I will be doing a drugstore video soon, but I was just playing around in the drugstore and I found this mascara. It is from L'Oreal and it is called Telescope Lift. I do like this mascara so very much. The only drawback is that it does take quite a bit of time to get it off. You do need a very good eye makeup remover, but this mascara, it is right up there with your Chanel and your Lancome mascaras. And I love the wand so much because it does have a portion which is a bit thinner that I can use for my bottom lashes. Normally to do my bottom lashes, sometimes I am using the Victoria Beckham mascara because it is so thin. But this one, it has, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 different brushes on here and it works perfectly. If you are trying to save some coin and you are looking for an awesome mascara in the drugstore, this one, it's perfect. I am looking at myself in the display screen and I am realizing how much I loved this lipstick, you know. It was their fall collection about 2 years ago. This lipstick, it is also in this Rouge Allure collection. This is 204 Sensation. It is more of a lipstick for fall, but I do like it very much. I do not have a lot of Chanel lipsticks. When it comes to lipsticks, I am more of leaning towards Yves Saint Laurent. I also love Dolce & Gabbana and Christian Dior and also Pat McGrath. I have so many lipsticks from Pat McGrath, but I would say my go-to brand is Yves Saint Laurent because they are so creamy. The formula, it's so fabulous and they are long-lasting. But I need to pick up a few more shades in this formula. It is a beautiful lipstick formula. Please let me know if this foundation was one of your favorite. I know amongst us ladies with mature skin, this foundation was a godsend. Thanks everyone for watching, for subscribing. Please do not forget to give me a thumbs up and hope to see you again soon on my channel. Tschüss!